Hey y'all, welcome back to Poplar Creek Farm. I know in my last video I said I was going to show you guys how to can the tomato sauce. Well, I went ahead and canned it this morning because I was trying to get everything done. My kids are going to have a play date today, so this is kind of a quick thing. But I will show you guys at some point my process of canning. I'm going to be canning sauce for weeks on end, I'm sure. Probably through September. Typically is when our tomatoes produce, like through middle of September at least. We'll be able to keep harvesting. So I'll have lots to show you guys. But what I want to talk to you guys about today is, I mentioned it in, I think, a couple videos ago. We are going to go ahead and do another whole month without going to the grocery store. We haven't started yet. I do have to do one big trip before because there are some things that I am out of that are kind of essential. Flour, sugar, I'm running low on milk. My daughter requires lactate milk. Well, I also should really drink lactate milk only. So lactate milk luckily lasts longer because of one of the sugars is taken out or changed. So it does last longer. So we'll be able to have that, which I use for baking my bread and stuff. So I plan on doing a big shopping trip Friday, which will be our last trip to the grocery store. I'm gonna stock up on things like I'm gonna get bulk flour, which I do anyways normally, bulk sugar, like I do anyways normally, things like that. But so we will start. So I'm gonna shop on Friday the 11th. It's mine and my husband's anniversary on Friday. So we're gonna shop, do a big trip on Friday, and then that'll be our last trip. So technically we're starting like Saturday the 12th as our month without groceries, or month without going to the grocery store. Last time we did it 4 weeks. We are gonna try to actually do more than a month. And we wanna try to do like through end of September. Now there are a few like exceptions to the rule that we do allow when we're doing this. So things like foil, if we need stuff like that, I will probably get some extra parchment paper because I go through a lot of parchment paper. I don't go through that much foil, but like last time we ran out of foil and we didn't have any, and it was kind of frustrating with the occasions you need it. But coffee, coffee is a big one. If we need coffee, we will buy coffee. And things like some cleaning supplies like dishwasher detergent. If we need that, we'll get it. I can probably go to the end. I can probably go 4 weeks without getting some of that stuff, but not all the way through end of September. Like toilet paper, things like that. We will still buy if we need it, but food-wise, we will not buy anything. After Friday, we will not buy anything from the grocery store, for at least 4 weeks. But hopefully, again, through end of September. We have lots coming out of the garden. We have lots of food stored up. We have freezers full of meat. There is no reason for us to be buying food from the grocery store. Again, if something comes up where it's like there's a family gathering and we have to cook, we have to, bring something, and it's something that we can't make, then we will buy it. But ideally, we don't want to be buying anything. So I would love for you guys to join me. Again, we're kind of starting, the 12th is officially like the start of 4 weeks with no groceries, no buying groceries. And see how long you guys can make it. Even if it's, so say you grocery shop every week. I know a lot of people grocery shop more than once a week, which I can't imagine like stopping occasionally for something that was like required in a recipe that you forgot or whatever, but I can't imagine like regularly shopping more than once a week. But go 2 weeks, go 3 weeks. Just see how long you can go and how creative you can get with the meals that you plan. It's really not as hard as you think it's going to be. Initially, it does seem difficult to be creative and come up with things, but simplicity is kind of the easiest thing. We eat pretty simply anyways. We're not fancy people. We don't cook fancy meals. I do cook everything, not everything. The majority of what we eat is from my cooking, or from scratch cooking. So that does make it easier because we're already accustomed to that type of eating. But again, it's really not that difficult to go, even just, again, go an extra week, go an extra 2 weeks without going to the grocery store, and just see where you can make changes and be creative. So I challenge you guys to do this. I know this comes about I want to see January is oftentimes when there's like a big pantry challenge, and a lot of people, a lot of different channels promote it and things. But we've done it once in the spring and we want to do it again. And we just want to keep doing it, because if we can go a month, every couple months without groceries, that's a massive financial savings for us. You know, the amount of money we save with not going to the grocery store for a month is massive. We budget about $200 a week for groceries, and we don't really spend that, honestly. Recently we really haven't, but if you count at that, if you add that all up, it's $800 worth of groceries that you're saving each month. And so that's really big. And I know I'm saying I'm doing like a big trip before, but it's because we just ran out of things. It's not that we are like stocking up so that we are buying what we would be spending in a month anyways. Yeah, back up. You know, if we were buying $800 worth of groceries before a month without groceries, well, then we're buying our month's worth of groceries. But we don't do that. We just buy, like I said, I'm out of flour. I ran out and I would need it anyways. I'm out of sugar. I ran out and I would need it anyways. Things like oatmeal, we do a lot of when we're doing the month, the challenge. We eat oatmeal anyways, but it's something we eat more often when we're doing the pantry challenge. So those are kind of things I stock up on, not a month's worth of groceries ahead of time, because that defeats the whole purpose. So again, I challenge you guys, let me know how you do, what you end up doing, how much you can avoid the grocery store, and just enjoy it. Be creative and have fun with it. Don't put so much stress on yourself, because the grocery store is still there if you need it. So you can still rely on it if you have to. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Remember, we're growing today for a better tomorrow. Please like and subscribe and join me on the next one.